box of comics from CGC I'm going to open, and I'm going to show the books I picked up on New Comic Book Day, January 29th. That's Wednesday. So let's check it out. Hey, thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn, and I'm going to show the books I picked up on New Comic Book Day, the 29th of January, and I got a big box hiding behind this sign. I just showed of comics from CGC. They're all modern comics that I had cleaned and pressed, stuff I've bought over the years, and I think I got a Spider-Man 252 in there. Not even sure for what all I got. There are 8 books, I believe, and I have no idea what the grades are. They just got delivered today, so I'm kind of eager to open them up. So I was gonna talk about some of the shows coming up. First one coming up is Saturday, February 8th. It's the Warren Elks Comic Book and Toy Show. Well, this is not toy show. Warren Elks Comic Book Show, which is mostly comic books. There are some toys and other stuff there, but these are mostly comic books, and they're good shows. $5 to get in. It's at the Macomb Elks Lodge, and they're gonna have a special guest star, special artist Matt Feasel, which I don't know if you saw. I had a shirt that says Half a Day. He does comics that are all stick figures. The Cynical Man. Got a couple shots of him here, and he's a funny guy. He's gonna be at this one, so he's kind of cool to talk to. He's got all kinds of. I meant to show. I have to grab my little. He did like a print of the presidents, all the presidents up till now, and I bought that, and he signed it. So I got a picture I'll show you. And also, actually the day after that is the Knights Hall show, boom, right there, which is February 9th, which is Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be going to that one or not. Actually, I just had to have a repair done on my truck, so I cut down on books I'm buying coming up, but. Yeah, February 9th, and then there's March 23rd, June 8th. They have shows almost every month at the Knights Hall, and that is at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Livonia, Michigan. $3 to get into that. At 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. They have hourly door prizes, and they do give away some decent prizes. And then, I have the Great Lakes Comic Con, which is at the Macomb Expo Center in Warren, Michigan. And I'm hoping to go to that. That is February 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's got Kevin Eastman and, of course, Sam Jones, Flash Gordon from the movie Flash Gordon. I think it was from the 80s, right? And also Angel Medina, Bill Morrison of The Simpsons. Got some Simpsons stuff that I'm going to take and have signed. And then they also have the Great Lake Comic Expos, which are smaller shows, pretty much all comics. I mean, mostly 90%, 85, 90% comics. And that is at the Trinity Lutheran Church in Clinton Township, Michigan. So I like to go to those. And then there is the Detroit Comic Book and Toy Show, which I have a poster for that now, coming up on April 12th. And that's in Dearborn. It's a really good show. I went to it the first time last year. And it's in a beautiful place. I don't have to have more details on it. That's all I have right now. And then there is the Easter show, Toy and Comic Show, same on both sides here. That's Saturday, April 19th, and 9 till 2:30. That's the one that's Funko Pop, G.I. Joe, DVDs, plus pop culture, a lot of stuff there. Admission's $3, kids free. That's at the Livonia Elks Lodge in Livonia, Michigan. And then there's one more here. At least these are all in Michigan. This is the ILCon. And I don't even know where this is at. Jackson, Michigan is all it says. It's May 3rd, 2025 in Jackson, Michigan. Exclusive freebies, food trucks. Don't miss out on the most illest indie comic show ever. So I guess they're like all indie comics. So, but I put all these up because they're all signature series books that are 9/8 that I have. Some of them I sent in to be signed at CGC, and a lot of them I had signed at shows. And the first one I have up Well, over there in the corner is 2022 Street Fighter Swimsuit Special, which is Udon Comics, signed, and it's got a sketch by John Jang. I had it done on August 31st of 22, which was at Terrificon. And I don't know if you can see it very well. I had 2 books sketched by him. The other one came back in 9/4. It was a metal book of the recount or something like that. And he sketched this wicked looking clown, which I guess is, let's see if I got a shot of that, of the he's the main part of the story. I'm not sure. I didn't read it because I had it graded, and I think it came back like a 9/4. It's a metal cover. I don't know what else you can do to it. But anyway, he was going to sign that. I left him both books. One I wanted to sketch, and this one the metal one I wanted to sketch or remark, and I just going to have him sign that. But when I went to pick it up, he's like, "Well, I was going to put a remark on this book too, but it didn't turn out right." And as I look at it, it looks like he must have smeared it. I think he had it drawn and then he set something on it. I don't know, but he didn't charge me anything. I think he charged me like $10 for the signature, and it came back a 9/8. So it's kind of a weird deal. But anyway, the next one up there is Cyberforce 1 limited series from Image Top Cow. That's signed by Mark Silvestri, 9/14/2021. And the other one is Cyberforce 1 of the ongoing series, and that's also signed by Mark Silvestri. Same day. I sent those in to CGC to have them signed. And then I have this Deathflow, which is Volume 2, Number 2, the DC Wildstorm book. That's signed by Brian Azzarello on October 8th of 21. And then I have this Futurama, Number 1, Bongo Comics. That's the San Diego Comic-Con variant, exclusive variant. And it's signed with a sketch of Bender down here by Bill Morrison. I also, at the time, I got this sketch of Bender, which is basically almost the same picture, except this has got the stogie in his mouth. But pretty cool sketch of Bender. And I've got a couple other books signed by Bill Morrison. I lost that. Be here for 5 more minutes. I've got a couple other books signed by Bill Morrison, but let's see. I think Bartman number 1 and the Simpsons number 1. Or no, it's Simpsons number 1 and Itchy and Scratchy 1. I think I do have Bartman number 1 too, but they're not 9/8. I think a couple of them are 9/4s, one of them is a 9/6. But I got all 9/8s here. Up here is Good Boy Director's Cut number 1, which is, let me look at this again, by Square Point Last Wolf Legion. It's the Lockwood's Loot foil exclusive, and it's signed by Cody Lockwood on the back. And he wrote, like, I don't know what's going on or something. It's quadruple signed. It's also signed by Cody's wife, Audrey Olivia Lockwood. She drew the cover, which is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 129. And then it's also signed by Christina Blanche. Blanche. I met her there, but she's the editor. I think she signed it right here. And then it's signed by the artist, Dave Lentz. So, kind of a cool book. The back's got Cody's logo on it, and he drew a little remark. He's got a little remark he draws, like a caricature of himself. Got that beard, you know. So, then, next to that, if you can see it, the Invincible Red Sonja number 1. It's a Dynamite Entertainment book. It's signed by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti on 8/1/21. Yeah, that was Terrificon also. And then down here, Something is Killing the Children, number 15, the Boom Studios book. And I had that signed by James Tinian, which was, didn't really know much about Something Killing the Children at the time. I think that was like the earliest book I had, and so I sent that in and had it signed. And I've got a bunch of Something Killing the Children stuff, anybody interested in any of that stuff. And then I have, probably need to move this stuff out of the way, huh? next to that is Star Trek, The Next Generation, The Space Between, #1. It's an IDW book, and it's a photo retailer incentive signed by Jonathan Frakes on May 21st of 23. Sit there, getting dry. Okay, next to that is Superman 78, #1. It's a DC, it's a special con edition book, it says, which I think I got it at Motor City Comic Con, but I didn't get it signed there. They had all the guys there to sign it. Actually, they had 3 of the artists. I don't know what happened. I didn't get back to get it signed. So I took it with me to Comic Con, or to Terrificon, and had it signed by Robert Venditti. That was on August 31st of 22. And this is Tribe, #1, which is an Image book. Came out in the 90s. Actually, this is the book I took. And it's got a couple of big spine ticks. I bought this book there, and it came back at 9.8. I had it pressed by CGC when I sent it out, but it is signed by Todd Johnson and Larry Stroman, and that was signed on 2/24/24, which was my birthday last year. It was the 24th of February. They were really nice guys. I wish I'd had some more stuff for them to sign. But it came out really nice. It's a full black cover. So of course it's hard to get a 9.8 on. And they used gold markers on it. So it's beautiful. Hard to get a black book like that to come back. Now this is Vanish #1, Image Comics, which is the Stegman Con edition, which I got that. Well, I bought that at the show and had it signed, but I took it with me to get it signed. I did a meet and greet, basically like a panel with Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman, and you could take a couple books in to get signed. I had some Venom books, of course. On them 3, I think I got signed, and Kickin' Black I had signed, which that came back at 9.8. I think Venom 3 came back at 9.6. But anyway, this is signed by Cates and Stegman, and it is the, like I said, the Stegman Con edition, Vanish, foil cover. And then this was in the first set of books I ever sent in to CGC, Wildstar Sky Zero #1. Got a foil cover on it, but it's foil eyes. But it's just a pretty cool looking cover. I like the cover. It's kind of a crazy story. And the Wildstar Sky Zero 1 is what it's called on Image Comics. That's signed by Jerry Conway, and that also that's signed on 7/31/21. That's right. That's the first batch of books I ever sent into CGC. And then I also have the Cavalry #1, which is a Marvel book, of course, which is based on the hit show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I had it signed by Ming-Na Wen, who was Agent May on the show, and she signed it, Ming-Na Wen and then Agent May and the Cavalry, she put in quotes. That was signed on October 18th of 2021. Put that here. I have this Berserker #1, which is signed by Ron Garney, the artist of Berserker, the main artist, at least of the first series, the first books. And I have this signed on 7/31/22, which I took this with me. This was signed at Terrificon. This is the 5th printing, but it's just a cool cover. I had it. I'd bought it. But I bought a bunch of Berserker stuff, and I sent it in and had it graded. It came back at 9.8, and then I cracked it out and had it signed. It came back at 9.8. So really happy about that. Actually, I think this was a Terrificon with Capture Collectibles, because then I had Ron Garney draw this. I commissioned this for, I think I paid $200, which is also Berserker 1, but it was just the red cover. It was blank, like that. But he did this awesome sketch of B, they call him, the Berserker, which of course is Keanu Reeves' character. So that's one of my favorite books, right behind well, this one. Get it out so you can see it. I did buy this from Bry's Comics. That's what I paid for it now. Almost $400, I think. 370 something bucks, I think. It was a auction, but it's Adjectiveless Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane, the silver edition, and it's got the big Todd McFarlane signature right in the middle. So I think it looks really cool. And then there is, I have this one also. I'll get it out of here without dropping it. Adjectiveless Spider-Man #1. Also signed by Todd McFarlane right here in gold, which looks really cool. Shows up there good. But this is older because it's got the red web stamp on the back. So this one's not graded. I think it's a 9.8 candidate, but I don't know if I'm going to send it and get it graded. It'd have to be certified, so that's going to cost more. I'll slip that into here for now. Because if you like this kind of stuff, I would appreciate if you give me the thumbs up, like, comment, what's happening. If you like any of these books, if somebody's interested in buying any of the stuff I'm showing, look back in my previous videos maybe, because everything could be up for grabs except for my Spider-Man collection, basically. Maybe most of some of my Fantastic Four, stuff like that. Some of the old Silver Age Marvel stuff I'm trying to build up my PC, but a lot of the other stuff that I have here, I'm willing to part with because I need to make a little money. But anyway, share it out there. Tell your friends if somebody else is looking for some books. Stuff I got all kinds of stuff. I'm going to really start showing some stuff that I'm going to sell here coming up soon. And subscribe. If you can subscribe for me, I think I'm at 273 subscribers now, but I'm trying to get as many as possible. I am also doing a 250 subscriber giveaway, which I'm going to be getting my books back that I'm having cleaned and pressed. And I'm going to send them all out to get them graded. Some of them were 9.6s that I cracked out, see if I can get a grade bump, and some of them were raw copies that look like 9.8 candidates. I'm going to send out, but I'm going to be giving away for my 250 subscriber giveaway this book, 9.8 Adjectiveless Spider-Man #1. This is the silver edition, and I'm going to be giving this away if that's what you want. But hopefully, I might have a choice of different books to get. Whoever ends up being the winner, we'll talk about that. At least, if nothing else, I'll be giving away that book right there, 9.8 Spider-Man Slab. So, like I said, appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's go. Well, I guess we can get on to showing these books I picked up for New Comic Book Day last Wednesday. But first, I think we should do the dad jokes. So, I'm going to reach over here, pull a card off the top of the Totally Embarrassing Dad Joke deck. My wife got me for Christmas, 2023, I believe. The 3 jokes on this card, I haven't read them yet, so I have no idea what they are, but of course they're going to be funny. So, let's see. When can't you see a cheese? When it's pasteurized. Never do business with a cheesemonger. It's one rule for them and one rule for everybody else. It's a different type of cheese. I'm not a big cheese connoisseur. Oh, here's a different one. Why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? Because he was outstanding in his field. All right. Those are pretty good. Oh, that one came back and got me. All right. Now I'm gonna show these books. I picked up my LCS, Comics Corner. I go to the one in Rochester Hills, Michigan. There's also one in Fraser, Michigan. Check them out. Join the 25% off Collectors Club, where you get 25% off all your new books, and I think you also get like a 20% off almost everything in the store. So I buy a lot of my supplies. I usually buy a couple hundred bags. They were out of bags when I went this last time. But for the last month or so, I've been buying a couple hundred bags. But anyway, I went last week, which was the 29th, and I actually picked up the books from the 22nd because of the Diamond Distributors problem. Everything's a week late. So, check out Comics Corner. Go to Danny P's Instagram page. He always posts what's coming up on New Comic Book Day, and he also posts if we have signings or like Free Comic Book Day, whatever's going on at the stores. He's at the one in Fraser, and then I go to the one in Rochester Hills with Keith or Tom. So, check out Comic Corner. But anyway, first thing I grabbed that was in my pull box was this What If Galaxis had transformed Rogue. Made her into a herald. Like I say, it's another #1 issue. I think it makes them sell better, right? If it says #1 issue, because there's, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 now. What If Galactus had transformed another hero? But anyway, I haven't checked them out yet. I mean, I like Galactus. Silver Surfer is one of my favorite characters. So, I have to check it out. I haven't had time to read them. But then I also got this. This is a J. Michael Straczynski book. Rocket Raccoon and Dr. Doom. Sounds like a buddy show, right? #1. So that sounds like quite the matchup. I don't know. Hadn't heard anything about this. It was in my pull box. I saw it was on the rack, but then I saw it was also in my pull box. So this is Uncanny X-Men #9. Hunted by the Wolf Pack. And then we have the Wolverine Revenge #4. Pretty cool cover. Oh, Capullo, right? Bud Capullo must have drew that. He did a lot of Spawn stuff. Just some great art. That's pretty cool. Kind of simple looking. I don't know why Wolverine's steaming or smoking. But then here's a crazy cover. Junko must be the artist. Wolverine #2. But, I keep saying I thought it was a cool idea to have Logan infected with the Ghost Rider spirit or the Ghost Rider demon. Was it Zarathos or something? But actually I found out, I read a preview or something, a synopsis of part of this. And his Dakin, right? His, or Dakin, his son, the Dark Wolverine, is actually the Wolverine. At least in this, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I'm collecting all of them, trying to get everything Wolverine. But these look like, I mean, I got a lot of Ghost Rider stuff too. These look like some cool books. Oh, and then that says Iron Man #4. Looks like Iron Man hands trying to grab Pepper there. I don't know if that's Pepper, I guess. And I like this. This is actually a variant edition. I pulled this off of the Marvel rack. I think I already have this book. Incredible Hulk #1, but this is the iconic variant edition, but I just thought it was a cool cover. Hulk smash type cover. I'm not sure who drew that. Let me look. Signature right there. Oh, Nauk. See? I thought I saw he was coming up at a show somewhere, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's a cool looking Hulk, I think. And then there is this Amazing Spider-Man. What is it? Number 66. Just still part of the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man storyline. I guess they're killing off Spider-Man 8 times in this storyline. But he comes back, right? He can be resurrected. I'm not sure. I haven't read it, but heard a little about it. Oh, and then this is Fantastic Four number 28, which looks like up here it says One World Under Doom. So, a Doom storyline, I guess. Oh, and then I grabbed this off of the Marvel rack. I like to grab these when they come out, if I can, which is, of course, Fantastic Four number 1, facsimile. But that's basically what it would have looked like when it came out originally. Probably this is better paper, but. And that's everything that was in my pull box that was Marvel. I do also get a couple of Image books, and I also get the Dark Horse, Hellboy's Dark Horse, I believe. But this is an Image book, The Scorched, number 37. And then the Violator, 5 of 6. Limited series. Pretty wicked looking cover too. The Violator is just a nasty looking demon, that's for sure. And guess what? This week I did get something from the Reader Rack. And that is this Babs number 5. Which she looks like some kind of a barbarian woman. I haven't really read these. Written by Garth Ennis, it looks like here it says. So I am kind of looking forward to checking it out. I've got a whole box of barbarian stuff. Conan and Red Sonja, and Tarzan, and like John Carter, King Cole, stuff like that. Some of it's old stuff, and I probably read some of the stuff when I was a kid. But anyway, that is all the books I picked up from New Comic Book Day at Comics Corner. So, like this kind of stuff, I would really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, let me get this out of the way, and I'll open up this big box of CGC comics and we'll see what I got. So, be right back.
Much later.
All right, we're back. So I'm gonna open up this big box of CGC stuff here. I know there are 8 books in here, I believe. I sent in 10, but 2 of them were vintage. And I haven't heard anything about those being graded. I actually sent these in. I think I mailed them on December 19th. And I got an email saying that they were received on January 10th. So today is February 1st, and today is when they came back in. So it was, what, about 6 weeks from the time I mailed them. So that's actually not that bad of a turnaround time. I gotta be careful here. I'm cutting my leg open with this weird knife. But let's pop it up here and see what we got. My shipper. All right. I see opening up some books the other day, and it's new packaging. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna get a little sip here from my Comics Closet cup. Maybe I could have my daughter make one of these for you. I got it for Christmas. Anyway, so these come now in these big. Pull it out of here without dropping it or knocking something over. And these big, crazy looking bubble wrap things that have CGC right on them. Kind of cool. And then there's another one right here. Oh, I could just do it like that. No. Oh, not anyway, I think. Get the box out of here. There's all this stuff. So, alright. Alright, so I'm going to start with them just like that. I don't know what's what. I can see this top book, but can't see what it is. Anyway, let's see what this first one is here. Get hold of it. I can hide it from you. Got these over here. And this is Pit number 1, which is an Image book when Image started up. Dale Keown was one of the artists that started with them, and he did a bunch of Hulk stuff. He draws an awesome Hulk. He draws awesome big monsters. Pit is really a cool looking monster. And this is the first ripping first issue. But what I get is the 9/8. It's a pretty good start. I'm really happy about that. Now I bought this book, well, I got it in my pull box when they came out, I'm sure. What year was this? 93. This book's 22 years old. And I had all these books pressed by Amp Comic Cleaner. You can check him out on Instagram, Aaron Parks at Amp's Comic Cleaner. Yeah, that's beautiful. Slabs really nice. I know there's been a lot of quality control issues. That's really nice though. Back looks cool. So that's Pit number 1, first ripping issue. Really happy about that. So here we go. Another one. I don't know where it is yet. Oh, down here. So this is Spawn number 1. Image Comics. I can see it all right back here. May of 92 when this came out. And it is 9/8. Now I know I got this one. I don't know if this is one I got out of my pull box. It's got one spine tick right there. Very minor. But I have bought a couple of, I think I bought 2 or 3 Spawn number 1s when it first came out. I have every Spawn. I have all the Spawn, the whole Spawn collection. But I did buy a couple of number 1 issues, I think. And I saw it cheap prices. But so I'm not sure if this is one of my originals. But still, for the 9/8, I love it. Okay, so this is Spawn number 2 newsstand. I actually bought this, I think, for $5. The guy had a bunch of them, 2 to like 13 or 14, all on newsstand, $5 each. And I just bought this one. Now I wish I'd have bought them all, but I'd already bought a bunch of stuff when I found them. But anyway, this one came back 9/2. Yeah, it's got some wrinkly stuff going on there, I can see. I know I had them, I had them all cleaned and pressed by Aaron, so it must have been all right. It must have reverted a little bit maybe, but I paid $5 for it. I don't know what they're worth. I'm not doing the whole fair market value or any of that. You can look them up if you want. Fair market value, 9/2 and that, I don't know. So I gotta pay $100 for it maybe, but it's gonna change. It's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. Fair market value is only good for now. All right, I'll put this up. This is Predator 1. Predator number 1, Dark Horse Comics. I know I had a couple of these issues that I bought over the years. Thought this was my best one. This is from June of '89. And it's, let's see what it is. Oh, 9/0, so. Oh, Javier Saltera's art. I had him sign some books. So if I ever see him around, see, this has still got some wrinkly spines. You know, they're not really ticks, but they're wrinkles. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as that 9/2 Spawn. But, I know. I mean, it's an old book. Might be my original book. I mean, I think I bought one of these when it first came out. So there we got this one here. Oh. Alright. See what this is? Oh. Terminator 1. First Terminator in comic books. Dark Horse Comics. And it's a 9.4. It's better. 9.4 white pages. Just white pages? Yeah. These should all be white pages. I mean, they're pretty modern books. Most of my stuff comes out white still. Got it all stored down here in my basement, my comic closet, but it's a finished basement. I have pretty good dehumidifying and heat. Yeah, that's awesome cover though. Who does this cover? Chris Warner and Paul Glennon. Anyway, Terminator 1. And then I sent this in because I thought it looked pretty good. I was going to send it in earlier when there was the whole big thing about her Taylor Swift playing Dazzler. But I thought this as a candidate for a 9.8. What did we get? 9.4. Not too bad. I mean, I knew it wasn't a 9.8 at the time. I thought maybe with a good clean and press it could hit a 9.4. Obviously it can't. Got a couple of ticks. I can see a couple of ticks and a little bit of wrinkly. That's fine, but it looks great. It's beautiful in this cover. Who is this? Tom DeFalco story. Oh, Johnny Romita Jr. art. So, Dazzler 1 in a 9.4. The whole Taylor Swift thing never did work out anyway. Alright, and here are the two bigger books that I was really trying to send in. Trying not to look at my grades. If you don't know, the grades are right here in this back corner too, so I don't really have to look at them up there, but trying to surprise myself. This is Amazing Spider-Man 258, which is where Peter Parker realizes that the black suit, which is the Venom symbiote, is sentient, you know, where he's alive and it's taking him over. He realizes that it's been making him do stuff that he wasn't aware of. Very brutal, you know, crazy stuff as Spider-Man in the black suit. But what do we get there is a 6.0. I thought I was better off than that. I mean, I bought this at a show for, I don't know what, 20 bucks. 6.0 off-white to white pages. Oh, well, there's... I didn't really realize those, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of color-breaking spine ticks down the back of that. Of course, it's a black cover. I think it's better than a 6. I mean, there may be something I can't see. I'd have to look up the grader's notes. But anyway, I'm trying to put together the whole Spider-Man run, or, you know, much of it as I can. I have all the modern stuff from like 1990 or maybe a little before. But anyway, Spider-Man 258. Spidey in the black suit when he realized that it was not a suit, that it's a symbiote. I think actually that's where he, hey, let me look here. Is this the, pretty sure this is the first appearance of the Bagman when Spider-Man was at the Fantastic Four, and they figured out the suit was sentient, and so they put it in a storage tube or something like, and so Peter Parker had to go home, and he was wearing a Fantastic Four costume, you know, outfit with a bag. He put a bag over his head, which is kind of one of the reasons I thought it was funny, and it seemed like I remember. What year was this? 84. I was not reading these books then. I didn't start collecting again until about 88. Oops. I saw that, but anyway. This is the big book I wanted to send in. Amazing Spider-Man 252, which is first time Peter Parker had the black suit in the Amazing Spider-Man title. And it's also an homage to Amazing Fantasy 15, which is my holy grail, I guess. First appearance of Spider-Man. And it came back 9-4 releases. Way better than a 6-0. I mean, I didn't really expect it to be a 9-8. I basically expected it to be a 9-4, 9-6 if I was lucky. I feel pretty lucky with this one. I mean, it's got a little wrinkly cover. There's a dent there. They do revert. You know, I think it came out great myself. 9-4, I'm pretty happy with. I know I bought this. I mean, these corners are a little blunted. You know, there's only so much you can do with a cleaner press. And say they can revert. I'm sure if you spent a whole lot more time on them, you might get a better. But I think I got good results. You try to do too much and you can ruin them. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have here to show out of my collection here, out of my closet, my comics closet. If there's anything anybody's interested in buying, trading, you know, I'm trying to get old Silver Age Spider-Man at, you know, affordable type Silver Age Spider-Man. I know once you get down into the single digits, it starts getting expensive. But I'm always interested in trading for older Marvel stuff, especially. You can contact me on my Instagram page, which is the same name as my YouTube channel, my Comics Closet, and message me there. Also my Facebook page, which is just my name, Lynn Wright. You can message me there, which I think those messages kind of run together anyway, right? It's all meta. Or you can contact me through my email, which is my.comiccloset, mi.comics with an X closet, like one word, at gmail.com. So, I think it's up there somewhere. Anybody needs anything, contact me, comment below, let me know what's going on, and keep coming back here to my Comics Closet, where we bring comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So, thank you.